On helicopters, you said that, after your R&R, you found that you couldn't drive round, you had to move around by. You just said you asked for and got more helicopters. We have been told by many witnesses that, if you ask a general if he has got enough helicopters, he never will say he has got enough helicopters.
No.
So I won't ask you the question in that way, but did you feel that your request for more helicopters in this changed, more dangerous situation, much more dangerous situation, was met within an adequate period of time to a degree that might not have been optimal, but that was, from where you sat, and knowing the art of the possible, a reasonable response?
millimeters. Absolutely, and the same response as I used to give from the other end when we were asked for helicopters in both theatres when I was at PJHQ as DCJO Ops. There is a sort of public view that you can sort of buy more helicopters if you need them and that gives you more helicopters. We all know it is not like that.
Tesco don't sell helicopters.
Tesco don't sell them. You don't get them in showrooms. You know, if you ask me my personal view of whether we, as a nation, have underinvested in helicopters since the end of the Cold War, yes, well, we have underinvested in lots of things since the end of the Cold War, in my view, helicopters being one of them. Given the circumstances at the time and the helicopters that we had in the inventory, I certainly felt that PJHQ, the people that I was asking for these helicopters from, were doing their best to provide, if not more helicopters and crews, more hours because, of course, that's just as valuable if you can fly the aircraft for longer and have the spares to allow you to do the servicing to allow that. Certainly, I felt they were doing their best to provide them, and there was a bit of give and take on this because, even in that 6-month period, there was a time when we needed lots more helicopters and I suspect, although in the mists of time I have sort of forgotten, I suspect the referendum period and the election period was part of that, and then, in between, when things sort of potentially quietened down a bit, we were able to release some hours. So there was a bit of give and take, but I certainly always felt there was a sympathetic hearing and an understanding of the requirement.